Hi, Epic Reads. We're having a great time on tour.
Hi!
Hi, everybody. How are you?
I'm Kelly Armstrong. Hi!
If you could hang out with one of your characters for a day, who would it be?
I know you're hoping I'll pick a boy. I'm not. Punks. I would actually spend the day hanging out with May because she's a lot like me. She's really giddy and totally a fangirl.
Dorothy, of course. I mean, I would like to see. Oh, she's a little scary. I just want to know. Hopefully we'd be friends.
From Sea of Shadows, it would be one of the twins, Moria, because she is fascinated by monsters. She is the expert on folklore for every monster in their world, and that is totally me.
Can I pick a character from any book? Because I totally would hang out with Chelsea from the Body Finder series.
What is one book that you wish you had written?
Oh, just one. Oh. I do. Be one. You're funny. I definitely wish I had written The Book Thief. I hate knowing it's online. But there's a book that just came out called The Strange and Beautiful Sorrows of Ava Lavender. If you haven't read it, it's totally beautiful, and I wish I had that skill. Like,
I think White Cat by Holly Black. I love her. I think she's an excellent world builder. She created like this amazing world in that series, and I want to, even though the world is kind of scary and creepy, I want to live in that world.
Cinder, I really loved that you could redo Cinderella, and I think it kind of gave me bravery to write this one. But yeah, I just love what she did with it.
I often do events with Melissa Marr, who is a friend of mine, so I can never give this answer when she's sitting there. So it would be Wicked Lovely. I love that book, and just don't ever tell her I said that, because then it's just really, really awkward.
If your book could be adapted into anything, aka graphic novel, movie, TV show, musical, play, etc., what would you want it to be, and why?
A musical would be fun.
Mine would make a terrible musical, and I want it to be a musical now.
I'm trying to imagine Max and her Aspen singing. I think it would be the most ridiculous thing that ever happened on the stage, but I would love to see it. The thing that people ask for the most, though, is a graphic novel, so I think if that opportunity ever arose, like, I would jump on that real quick.
Yeah, definitely graphic novel, and only because I love writing for comics.
Can you talk a little bit about your writing process? Like, do you outline? Do you have it just all in your head, or do you just sort of look at the screen as you're typing and be like, I'm just gonna make this up as I go along?
I recently said that my process is like, you know, when like you shine a laser on the wall and the cat's chasing it. It's a bit like that. It is really haphazard. For the selection, I actually just started at the beginning and I asked America, well, what comes next? Well, what happened next? And I just like waited for her to tell me. With the Elite, I knew there were certain scenes that happened, so I wrote them first and then strung them together. And with the One, I started at the end and worked my way forward. So it's different for each project, and I just sort of like take it as it comes.
I don't do heavy outlining. I'm a really linear writer. Yours just gives me a migraine, writing out of order like that. But I used to just sit down and like cat laser it, and like yeah. But I usually know like about how I know how it's gonna start. I can usually hear like the voices telling me how it's gonna start, and then how it's gonna end, and then like I call them plot points along the way, and I usually visualize those.
I need an outline, or just to like have an idea where I'm going, and sometimes I will start and just write all the dialogue and go back and fill in what things look like, because it's just like voices in my TV sometimes. So, but I do the laser cat method essentially, like just whatever comes to me, is like what has to get down, and then I have to go back and fill in.
What's up next? What's coming next for you?
Dorothy Must Die, the sequel. And there's 3 books, and also there probably will be an ebook prequel to the next book by the end of the year.
I've got book 2 for the taking. I'm done with the second book and I'm revising it right now.
Hi. I am editing Amberly's story as we speak. And I'm also working on a new duology about these unwanted children who are sent to academies to be raised to be the perfect companion and are then purchased in their teens. Bit darker than the selection, but still a love story. Because that's how I roll.
Like the first two answers, the sequel to the Sea of Shadows, Empire of Night. I am just starting copy edits on it.
Can I have your glasses for a little while?